Hi everybody, it's Chris here, the Blind Woodturner, and welcome back to the workshop on this glorious morning. It feels really nice and I can feel the sun coming through the garage door windows when I'm over there, so that's massively cool and hot. Anyway, what I've got today for you is it's a little gadget that I bought at the weekend. I'm quite excited about it because it's going to be open up more avenues for me and get me into some more joinery slash carpentry techniques, sort of building things in general. So what I'm going to do is we're going to move over to the little table that I've got set up in the middle of the workshop, and we can have a look at what I've got and discuss it. So that's it. And by the way, post Maker Central, what an absolutely fantastic event. So amazing to meet all you guys, and thank you everyone for being so nice and giving me stickers and hanging out, and wow, yeah, it was wow. It was really cool. So anyway, let's crack on with this week's video. Okay folks, so here it is. It's a pocket hole jig and it's made by UJK Technologies. So I picked this up at Axminster last Saturday, and I've been listening to pocket hole jig videos on YouTube for a long time, even going back a few years, and thinking that sounds good, and you know, it's a simple and effective way of doing general joinery and bookcases and shelves and things. And obviously this being such a great setup, as I believe many of the others are, you know, will make things so much easier for me. So anyway, I bought the entire kit, and I'll put a link, well, NICOLA will put a link in the description as to where you can get it, Axminster Tools Machinery. But I really love, now I think it's the professional pen press, the pen assembler that I've got, the pen press vise. It feels like it's the same sort of finish and fit, so I'm wondering if UJK make them, and I do believe that UJK is an Axminster brand. So anyway, the first impressions when I'd unboxed it, absolutely superb quality, and you get everything in here that you would need for making and assembling pocket hole jigs in a variety of timber sizes. So I thought I might as well get everything. You can buy it just as a jig, and you can get just the drill bit, and you can get just the sort of like it's a Torx head screwdriver bit. But I thought, let's get the whole shebang. It comes with 1,000 screws, which we'll talk more about later. It comes with the jig, and this upright part, this vertical, the actual pocket holes, that is removable, and then there's a base plate that you attach there, and I'll show you how that works later. So this is detachable for it being a portable jig, so you could take it to the job site if you didn't want to carry the whole base unit. And then this, using the base plate, will butt up against the end of your timber, and you can clamp it in place and do pocket holes that way, so you can take it to the work if it's not accessible to get the whole base unit. It came with a couple of shorter length driving bits. In this bag you've got the important stop, this bushing, which you fit that to the drill bit, which is a step drill bit. So this not only clears all of the material out of the way to make the pocket holes, it's stepped, so it puts a flat shoulder, because the screws come with sort of like a built-in washer, so it gives them a flat face for the washer part to snug up tightly against. So an Allen key in there, 2 Allen keys. One is probably for removing the pocket hole part of this assembly, and the other Allen key will be for putting on the bushing. So this will fit in here. The bushing gets tightened to the right setting, and then that stops you drilling through. But what I like about this also is it's got a couple of slots in the base unit. I don't know if you're going to see them there. You've got a couple of slots in the base unit, so if you did inadvertently drill through the wood, you're not going to drill into the base. He says, let's just test that. That's my take on it. Yeah, you're not going to drill into the base. There's those little slots there to stop you damaging the base. It comes, what's this now? It comes with an attachment that goes onto the back here. Another little couple of screws supplied. You bolt that, and then you've got dust extraction, which is cool. And it came with this clamp for clamping work, and on the pocket hole jig there's a couple of round mortises there that the clamp will clamp onto when you're using this as a portable pocket hole jig, and it will secure everything in place. And it all comes in this lovely carry case, which has got some velcro strapping inside for holding things nice and tight, a little pocket in there. The instructions are in there, but about as much use to me as a chocolate fire guard. So it's definitely a great bit of kit. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get a piece of wood in the pocket hole jig, reposition the camera, get a piece of wood in the pocket hole jig, set up the clamp, and we can see how she works. So there you go, great kit. You get everything that you will possibly need to do amazing pocket holes. So right, yeah, next scene. Right, I've moved the jig around now so you can have a better look at the side here, and on each side you have a knurled screw which holds the pocket hole block in place. Now this rises and falls to be set depending on the thickness of your timber. So the pieces of timber that I've cut when I was prepping for this it's just some softwood, and it's about 20mm thick. So I think, having listened to demos and information on it, it's probably going to be the second hole up. So if I just slacken those off, so well engineered this, and then if that's not the first hole, that's the second hole. So if I raise this block and then hopefully, right, so that's in the second hole there. So I'll put both of those and they have little plastic washers on, help them nip up nice and tight, and that one was just falling off. So feel for there, there's the first hole, there's the second hole round the back. Make sure they're nice and secure. Sorry about my hands being in the way. And then we will securely clamp this piece of wood in here. But what I first need to do is get the drill bit bushing secured in place, so it will act as a stop, a depth stop. Now, just off camera here, I'm just feeling for the bushing stop there. and I'm guessing it will be the smaller of the two Allen keys. So what I also heard was, just to make doubly sure that you don't get any blowout, people have used a 2p piece. I haven't got one with, well, I've probably got one in the house, I haven't got one on me at the minute. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this very thin piece of hardboard, so I'm going to drop the drill bit through there. I'm just going to, how's this going to spin now? That's probably like this way. Let me just get my, I'm using my string, so I just need to, so that's a bit, I need to make sure that the string is running right over the top of the lens, right slap bang in the middle of the lens. Right, that should be using my string method, woohoo, in frame. So give a take. So that should be in place now. So I'm going to put this on. So hopefully, guys, you can see there now that I've got the little piece of hardwood there as a spacer, so we don't get blowout. The drill bit's popping through, resting on that, and the depth stop has been securely fastened there now to the shank of the drill bit. Right, let's get the piece of timber clamped in here now. So I think I'm doing everything right. So the piece of timber, it's going to go in there, and then we're going to clamp this up. Now it is adjustable. Now that's got a little bit of a grip on it, but it's got a little knurled nut here, so you can just to spin that. So that's got a really good firm grip on that now. So we're pretty much ready to go and get the drill and drill a couple of holes. Okay, so I've got the drill bit securely fastened in the chuck. I've got it on the drill setting. So I've also got it clamped to the table. So let's just feel for where that needs to be, and off we go. And just clear out the chippings every now and then. Nice and gentle. And that's one drill. Feel for the second one. Woo! Felt good. Okay, so I've got the pocket holes. Let's just stand that on there for you. I've got the pocket holes drilled there, and they feel really smart. Nice machining, and it's cleared all of the material out. And so further down in the holes is the little face for the washer to snug against. So I'm going to just roughly feel that there. Now I've got the supplied clamp. Clamp that into place. And what I'll do is I'll just reposition the camera so you can see me driving in from this other side. Right, just a word on the screws. The kit comes supplied with, hold on, let me just have a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different sizes, an assortment of sizes and thread types. So just quickly, let's just feel for this. Fine thread for hardwoods, coarse thread for softwoods. It's that easy. And I'm sure in the instruction leaflet there is a guide as to what length screw you would use for what thickness of timber. I've just had a feel and found something which I think will be adequate. So let's feel for them. So I've got the drill bit here now. So it's Torx head. Let's just the camera's in my way actually now, so I'll just reposition. Okay, I've got more room now, so let's go. Okay, so there it is. It's probably not bang centre, but it was just an experiment. And the first time I drilled through with them first two screws I selected, they were too long, so I ended up drilling the whole thing to the table. So I went to the next shortest size screw. So those holes, the pocket holes, go a lot deeper than I anticipate. Obviously I can't feel in there with my finger. They go a lot deeper, so I just, obviously, trial and error, I'll have to either try or get someone to read the screw size guide to me, and I'll just have to remember it, or I'll put it on a pen friend label and keep it stuck to the instructions. So, but yeah, anyway, I mean, it only went through a little bit, but let's cut to the chase. That is one super tight joint. Now, I'm not saying that it would be as good as a regular mortise and tenon joint, but for a butt joint, that is incredibly strong, and you could also reinforce it by applying glue. And I know it's going into the end grain on this piece, but with the fact that you've got these pocket hole screws really secure in some good meat of the timber here, not the end grain, but you're going in from the side. Take it from me, that is not 1 ounce of wiggle in that. So wow, yeah, super impressed. And apart from a 30-second glitch of me just acclimatising myself with the screw lengths, absolutely amazing. So yeah, and a point of note, obviously you would not want to drill through and attach it to end grain coming the other way. Always go through into the meatiest part of the timber, the strongest part of the timber. But that is massively strong. Doesn't want to twist left to right. There's no play up, down, and you know that was just very quickly. That wood was just very quickly passed through the bandsaw just to mill it down. So that's awesome. So what we're going to do now is take off the pocket hole block, and I'm going to try it freestyle on some thicker block. So I think the longer screws are going to work for that. Right, let's get this the pocket hole block taken off. So underneath you've got the 4 screws, and I'm guessing it's this hex key. Okay, so I've got the block now. It's using the base plate, the mobile base plate. It's butted up against the end of the workpiece, and I've lifted the whole block up to its highest setting because it's quite a thick piece of timber. So what I would do now is, now it's all securely clamped in place. Remember I said this mortise for the clamp, so well thought out this yeah, let's get drilling. Okay then, let's see if we can get it all packed away. So there it is, folks, all packed neatly away in there, everything safe and secure, Velcro straps for securing, well, I don't know if I'm using them for the right purpose, but the Torx drill bit there, the Torx screwdriver bit, the stepped drill bit, the jig, dust extraction port, and the base plate and Allen keys, etc. So it's all in there, good to go, and also little pocket in there, little pocket there. So that's it, cool. Screws, there's my work, dead easy peasy. So basically, folks, if you're considering getting into some joinery but you don't want to spend the time learning, you know, intricate dovetails and things like that, although, you know, it would be a great hoot for you to do that, if time constraints prohibit that at the moment and you want to get on building stuff, you know, this is a great way to go. The kit has everything that you need. It's, you know, so well engineered and well thought out. I couldn't find one little thing really that it was lacking. And the pocket hole joints are, you know, really are very strong, considering how simple and effective they are, and with the addition of some glue they would be even better. So for the people out there in the BVI community as well, big shout out to you guys. Yeah, if you're losing your sight and you still want to be messing around and building things in the workshop, or repairing things like tables and chairs and all sorts of different applications for this, you won't go far wrong with getting yourself this amazing pocket hole jig. And you can either buy it, you know, just the jig and the step drill bit and some screws, or you can go for the whole shebang, which I did. So thanks everybody, catch you on the next time. So hope you've enjoyed this overview and first use of the UJK Technologies pocket hole jig kit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and keep on turning, everybody. Bye. Oh yeah, one more thing, everybody. Thank you so very much for all the kind sticker donations at Maker Central. So hope you can see yours here, and thanks to the guy from down south, Simon, I think his name was, who helped me stick them on using Be My Eyes. So thank you so very much. In fact, let me just freestyle it and back it up carefully. So there's some more up there. Some might be duplicated, but like I say, I can't see them, but when they're given, I know who's given them to me. And yeah, big hug straight back at you guys. Bye.